All right, so last video, aka 38 seconds ago for me, I drew this triangle with nice pretty colors, and I said we would look at how to draw two triangles. Continuing with the theme of the way Shri shows you in lab makes it look way more complicated than it really is, and also continuing with the theme of I hope it kind of makes sense already. You know, what we're telling the graphics card right now, and actually something that I don't think I've mentioned yet, which I can't believe it. Draw arrays down here. This is really important. Draw arrays down here. When you call 0, 3, this 3 is the number of vertices to render. So quick little starter info there. Sorry if you used the first couple of videos as advice and missed that piece of that tidbit, but draw array 0, 3 says, okay, draw. Remember how I said that these let you find like the nth vertex or the ith vertex? It says draw vertex number 0, vertex number 1, vertex number 2. Start at 0 and draw 3. If I wanted to, say this buffer was twice as big, and I wanted to draw the second half, I could say draw triangles 3, 3. Start at triangle vertex number 3 and draw 3 of them. And already I've kind of given away the answer for what I'm going to do in this video is to draw two triangles by just making this buffer twice as big. And then whatever I put in the second half of the buffer, I can just draw more arrays, draw arrays from a bigger chunk, and I'll get more triangles. So, if I come over here, I'll put more comments in here. I can say triangle 1. And then down here, I'll have triangle 2. I can literally just grab this, copy it, and then let's move our things over. So let's, if I take these x's and I subtract like 0.5 from both of them, which I can. There we go. And trying to make a not ugly triangle with Matt. It's kind of lopsided, but there you go. I just moved it over a little bit by tweaking the vertices. And now triangle number 2, what we can do is we'll pick some different colors for these. That should be like cyan, magenta, and yellow, I think. I don't know if that's the right order, but you know, I've got more data here, and to draw more data, all I have to do, boom, is to draw from the array, right? I've told it how to draw, how to get a position, how to get a color for any vertex, and then I told it to draw 6 vertices. And then based on the pointers I've configured, it now knows how to look into this buffer that I give it. And again, I can kind of move these over, plus 0.25, plus 0.5. There we go. And I can actually, that might be nicer than, whatever. So now you can see I've got my two triangles, and that's it. Something that I saw a lot in labs was I need a second triangle, and this might be because I think the lab document literally says to do this, but I would see this vertex shader and then vertex shader 2, and then fragment shader 2, and I would even see this like A position 2 or even B position, but again, I hope from the way I've structured these that it kind of makes sense why that's unnecessary. For one, the A is short for attribute, so B position is like battribute, I don't know. And then also, this is like an entirely contained C program, so it's not going to conflict with any of these. Maybe I should make it clear that that's if you made that mistake, that's not on you. The lab literally says to do it. But it's hopefully it's clear now why it's unnecessary, because it's called a program for a reason. You define the program and then you let it take parameters, arguments basically as vertex data, and that lets you reuse the program several times. And we could literally just keep adding triangles here as much as we wanted to. So maybe I can if I divide these by 2, that should shrink it. Yeah. So 8.5 over 2. And then I can add to these. Plus 0.5. Hey. There we go. So hopefully that's clear what I'm doing. I'm changing the data that I sent to the graphics card. I'm taking my original positions, across the whole screen, and I'm telling them to be half as big and then, adding them. So just in JavaScript, I'm making it so that there's different points that I'm sending. And again, if I really want to, I can kind of squish those all together, which that kind of broken. There's that floating point precision tree was talking about. I can squish those together, but whatever. Then this one will be negative x. There we go. And if I want even more triangles, what I was kind of rambling about there, I can just keep adding them. And then this one will be positive x and negative y. And then this one will be negative and negative. So if I want more triangles, I can just keep adding them. And then the only thing I have to do is to draw more. So draw 3, and then what? 3 times 12 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. There we go. Done. And then I would change my colors over here. If I wanted to be really fun, I could do like math.random. Give me some random colors. Boop. Boop. Do 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 do. There we go. So whenever I reload the page, I'll get random colors for the bottom 2 triangles. And I hope this is, now that you're seeing it kind of how simple it really is, maybe it's simple to me because I've seen it a lot. Maybe I shouldn't be, hopefully this gets you excited is what I'm getting at. Is, how at least definitely compared to what you were doing before in lab, where duplicating everything and, because before, I saw a lot of students, then assignment 3 or assignment 1 is like, draw 2 triangles, or make a pyramid out of 3 triangles. Drawing more than 1 triangle was an ordeal because it meant duplicating everything. But clearly, if you do your programs and stuff right and don't follow the lab's instructions to duplicate everything, it's not actually that bad to draw multiple triangles. So hopefully that clears up a bunch of stuff. I think the last things that I'm going to do for the next video, maybe the next 2 videos, are what if our multiple triangles have data in different formats? Like what if this one was RGB XY instead of XY RGB? We'll go into that, and then we'll go into moving them around, like animating them basically, and then I'll look into kind of abstracting that into a class at the end.